Alright, what's up everybody? We're about to do a New England IPA today. We're about to mash in like a minute or two, just waiting for the strike temp. Let's do this. Alright, so here's the beginning of dough in. I usually keep my recirculation pump going on the entire dough in process. When I'm done, I'll shut it off for about 10 minutes, let the grain bed set. After that 10 minutes, I will restart the pump, kind of set the flow rate, make sure I'm not pumping or flowing or recirculating too fast, rather. After about 10 minutes, I'll take the initial pH reading, to see where I'm at, see if I need to adjust anything. And I typically take additional pH readings every 15 minutes just to monitor it, just in case something goes south. But yeah, so this is kind of a long process, so I'll fast forward a little. And so another thing I do often is I try to add a lot of base malt before I start introducing adjuncts, in this case golden naked oats. I just feel like it allows me to prevent a stuck mash better than if I just added it all in one bucket. So this is the golden naked oats, and I'll tell you, when this hits the mash, it smells amazing. And it really does. Even just smelling that stuff in the bag reminds me of granola bars. Alright, so we're just going to let that sit for about 10 minutes. I stop recirculation, then we'll restart it again and set a timer for 60 minutes. Alright, an hour timer. That'd be awesome if mashing only took 1 minute. Alright, for those of you who haven't seen the Bru-1 when it's lifted, that's what it looks like. So you got the boil kettle on the bottom, obviously, and then the grain basket. And it's being drained at the moment. Sure you can hear that. Of course it's going to be foggy as hell, but anyways, you get the idea. Alright, usually I just pop it in a little trash barrel after I'm done, but that's what it looks like fully drained. Let's try to sneak in a look before it gets all foggy. So we're almost up to a boil. Again, try to sneak attack. Oh, it didn't work. Alright, so we have the 8-minute, the 4-minute, and then the 2 Whirlpool editions. This is Citra, that's Bru-1. Okay, so just waiting for our 8-minute edition. We got some, 30 grams Citra hops here. 30 grams Citra going in. Here's a look at the 8-minute edition. Fog's right up. Jesus Christ. Alright, so there goes another 30 grams of Citra. We're going to stop the boil. I didn't record this. Normally I usually use my pump for a hazy to create an actual Whirlpool, but for this batch it was only 5 gallons, so I just used a stainless steel spoon. So this is dry hop number 1. Don't need to worry so much about letting in oxygen at this point. Obviously I would still prefer to have a hop dropper, but I don't. Alright. So we got 90 grams of Citra. And let's see here, 30 grams of Bru-1. Oh, got a little bit of a clog there. That was a big piece. There we go. Alright, so we're about to add 100 grams of Dorado, which smells fantabulous. Let's see. There's the hops. Almost dropped it. Alright, so just to explain further, since I don't have a low dissolved oxygen way of adding hops, what I try to do is do the second dry hop towards the tail end of fermentation. So as fermentation is dying down, I'll start to monitor the PSI in the tank, and then as I notice it's not really raising too fast, I'll add the second dry hop and then cap it off. Thankfully that'll be changing soon, as I finally have all the parts necessary to do low dissolved oxygen hop additions, so looking forward to that in the future. I can't wait to get one of those hop droppers. I just don't have one at the moment. Nor a spunding valve, which is gonna be bad when I keg this thing, but whatever. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's pour us some worship. Face this way. Hopefully that comes in pretty good. Why is it not focused? There we go. Nice orangey color. Doesn't look good. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little lighter in person, but still looks fairly orange. But all right. Stick your nose right in the foam, why don't you? So we're getting lots of pineapple. This was dry hop with Dorado, so no surprise there. Also Bru-1. At least, I don't know, I get pineapple from Dorado. I've used it quite a lot, but especially with Citra, to me it's like just pure pineapple on the nose. But so yeah, lots of pineapple. Very citrusy as well, of course. Just did use Citra hops, but what I'm getting actually, like, it mostly smells like a creamsicle. Anyways, it's straight to, it's like really cold. It's like 40 degrees, unfortunately. So I'm gonna probably try to let it warm up. But looks gorgeous. So you try to dig in there. I'm pretty bad at smelling like which various fruits are in there, but very fruity, that's for damn sure. I would say mango too, actually, now that I've been sniffing this for a little while. Do get mango. So mango, Citra, pineapple, very fruity. God damn. So 7.5%. I'm sure I mentioned that at some point, but tons of body. Like, this is probably the chewiest hazy I've made. It's also the strongest, but first time using Simpson's Golden Naked Oats. I was kind of worried about it at first. Like, when this beer was really green, I was tasting a lot of that, like, not grainy flavor, but like sweetness that I could tell was the Golden Naked Oats, because that's like the only change I made to the grain bill, which is pretty drastic actually, but very low amount of flaked adjuncts in this beer. I wanted to kind of get away from the flaked grains and try to use actual wheat and, you know, well, Golden Naked Oats. Learn to talk. Solid amount of bitterness. Like, there's definitely sweetness there, but I'm not a fan of hazies that are like 0 IBUs, you know. I think this was like 36, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have many notes on me at the moment, unfortunately. I'd have to like load up Beersmith, but so 1074 OG, 1017 final gravity. I kind of went a little bit lighter on the dry hop than I normally do. It was only 90 grams in the initial biotransformation dry hop, and in the second dry hop, which was like maybe 2 or 3 days later, it was 100 grams of Dorado. So I'm sure I also mentioned this in the other part of the video, but so Citra and Bru-1 were also in the Whirlpool. The Dorado only went in the second dry hop. Other than that, I didn't toss any of that in this beer. Man, this is fucking so crushable, which is dangerous. I think yesterday I had like 3 of these. Oh, that was rough. And also, so this will hopefully be the last, hoppy beer I make where I have to actually open up the vessel to toss in the hops. I do have all the parts to do it like a hop drop now, so cannot wait to get on that. I think I'm gonna make like a wit beer next, so I may even try it on that. Just do like a really small dose of hops just to see how it works. I got a bit of grapefruit in the flavor, like kind of up front. That's what I get from the bitterness, grapefruit backing, or whatever you want to call it. Lots of juice flavor. I'm not really sure how to pinpoint exactly what, unfortunately. I don't have the best palate. But goddamn, is that good. I think this is like I want to say like my 7th NEIPA, 7th hazy. I mean, honestly, it does have kind of creamsicle vibes going on in the flavor too. I mean, there's definitely like a huge Citra component. That little bit of grapefruit bitterness is the only thing that kind of like throws that off, but like the finish, you do get a little bit of that sweetness and that bitterness like together, because the bitterness does linger a little bit. But yeah, I love the body on this. That's fucking really on point. I think I matched at like 156, I want to say, or 154 maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have my notes here, but I'll list that, of course. 2-to-1 roughly chloride to sulfate ratio, of course. I think I was close to like 200 on the chloride, or maybe like it was like 180. So I'm not really sure. Again, I'll put all that in like the description. But anyways, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.